All right, so this is Jaryn down at Berkshire Bike.
What's up, everybody? Jaryn here from Berkshire Bike and Board. We're going to try something a little different here today. We are going to do what we're calling Shop Rags podcast, long-form YouTube video, brought to you by the one and only Berkshire Bike and Board. And what are we going to do today? We're going to show each other the bikes we rode the last year, and then we're going to talk a lot of trash about those bikes because talking trash is fun. Who do we have here? We got Tucker, Nick, Jay, myself. We each brought a bicycle, and we're going to go through them. And we can start with my bike. So, as I like to say, as you all know, this is my Specialized Diverge that I've had for 2 seasons now, I believe. It's set up a little funky right now because I just attempted the Festive 500, although I only made it 275 out of 310 miles last week, but it's not a bad run. It's absolutely trash because I don't take care of them. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a good bike. Tucker, say something about my bike.
It's pretty nice.
Man, I got so much ammo to talk. You guys do not know what's going on.
Well, I mean, your bike's like pretty reasonable, to be honest. Like, it's kind of weird that you don't run your bottle cage like where it's supposed to be.
I do normally run my bottle cage where it's supposed to be. The only thing was I had a frame bag on there last week.
It's 2023. Why is there a double chainring?
Yeah, wait, what is it, Dan? It's disgusting.
Do you guys not like double chainring on a gravel bike? All right, so here's my take on the double chainring. I'm gonna go in here. All you freaking gravel grinders with your one buys thinking you're cool. The thing is you don't have enough gears. Like, gravel is the one place where you want all the gears. So yeah, maybe I'm old school. I want a 2x. We were talking about ordering bikes for this coming year, and I tried to get every bike be a 2x. Stefan was fighting that, but 2x, baby.
I pushed her for 1x.
1x.
1x is the adventure.
What do you have on your gravel bike?
1x.
What do you have on your gravel bike?
Same as my mountain
13,
bike.
bro. The only thing you can get on your gravel bike.
So when you're dogging it on those super steep climbs.
I wasn't dogging it
That's what you
that much
do.
this year. Yeah, I was.
Jaryn, your bike is so dirty. The 3 little pigs came by earlier looking where their pig sty is.
Well, I rode it a lot last week, for the record, and then I purposely didn't wash it because it looks cool. And a teenager downstairs is going to have to do a winter overhaul special on it before I sell it.
Hold on. Do you have to call the cable company every time you need to do anything with all that cable on there?
I don't mind so much. The only cable that's exposed is my front light and the external battery pack for the front light. And the thing is you wouldn't know because you don't come on any gravel rides with us at nighttime.
What bike is that, Jaryn? Is that a
2020 or 2019? I don't even know.
Specialized Diverge comp?
Diverge comp carbon. It's got Revol wheels on it. Just the
C38s.
simple one, C38s.
Renee Hurst.
Renee Hurst tires, front and back.
49 millimeter.
The big dogs are 48 mil.
Oracle Ridge.
Those are small.
Titanium water bottle cages.
Chris King water bottle cage. Is that the company? King Cage water bottle holders, which are sweet. I mean, it's pretty
You
basic.
got some Lesign lights on there. Wahoo bolt handlebar computer.
Nick made a computer and light mount for me, so there's 2 lights on the front. One's got an external battery pack. I mean, it's pretty simple, but it does the job. This is more of like a do-it-all gravel bike where I want something a little bit racier. I want a race bike.
Sick. All right, well, that was nice, Jaryn. Your bike is great. Let's
nice
move
bike.
on now.
That's it?
Let's take the next step.
Well, Jaryn, it's just, I don't have
All right,
anything else.
you
It's
guys have no to talk. Get
Well,
mine
Jaryn,
out of there.
It's just super normal. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing special.
Okay, question. Is it a turd?
It looks
Just
like a turd.
because
It's
you
got
take care of it
poop all
the way
over
I mean, it looks like you rode through some turds.
Yeah.
I would say you heard it here, folks. You heard it here first. Ugh. You heard it here first, folks. Not a turd. Let's do Tucker next. I'm going to light Tucker up.
All right, so Tucker's bike is not a gravel bike. We are all going to be talking about gravel bikes here, but Tucker has decided to bring his size small Scott.
Oh, I got a story about this bike, too. I can't wait.
Oh, boy.
I'm not moving. Tucker
Calls it a gravel bike, but it's a 27.5 hardtail.
Tucker's going to tell us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll tell you, Jack.
dig in, Tucker.
Yeah, so this was the first mountain bike I ever purchased. I bought it here at Berkshire Bike and Board almost exactly 4 years ago. It's a Scott scale frame, and I pretty much just hung random parts I have lying around on it. So I have Fox suspension and a Fox dropper post.
God, where's your rear shock?
My rear shock. It's right
It
here.
fell off. Where did you get that dropper seat
Invisible.
post?
I won it for the fastest climb at a Maxxis ESC race.
Tucker, it looks like that bike slaps. Does that bike slap?
It slaps.
Here, we're going to talk about the important stuff first.
Yeah.
We're going to go to story time here. Can you hear me, Jay? Here's story time. So, I'm working at the bike shop. This is like 5 years ago. Tucker, his whole clan of family members and friends is with him. There's probably 9 people with them. He's got his mom with him. And you're like, what, 13? Yeah, because you weren't working here yet. Yeah. So you're 13, little 13-year-old Tucker comes in here. And he's kind of bopping around. Next thing you know, he hops on this Scott hardtail mountain bike, does a couple of endos and skidoos and wheelies, and I'm like, oh, this kid knows how to ride a bike. Like, kind of cool. He comes up to the register and he's like, all right, I want to buy this one. I'm like, all right, perfect. So I look at his mom for payment and I tell her the number. And little old 14-year-old Tucker pulls out a wad of hundreds about this deep and starts peeling them back.
And they were 20s.
Whatever they were. It was a massive wad of cash. Paid for his first bike in cash as a 13-year-old. And then I think we hired him like 2 weeks later on your 14th birthday.
Yeah, something like that.
Rest is history.
Yep.
Okay, about the bike. Who wants to go first?
Yeah. Who did the paint job on it?
It's the best part.
It used to be like bright red, and it got a bunch of chips in it, so I just stripped all the paint off of it.
How'd that go?
It went great.
It was a nightmare.
It was it like turned out pretty good, but it was like the worst thing ever because it was like in my basement inhaling paint stripper for like 3 days, and it was the worst. But
if anyone is listening, if you're thinking about,
if there's
anyone out there. And you're thinking about stripping the paint off your bicycle frame.
Don't do it.
Don't. That's the recommendation.
I've done it twice now.
What you can do is you can buff the frame a little bit and then paint over it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Easier.
Scuff it.
Yeah, scuff it and paint it.
Nah.
What size are those wheels? You got 26s on that?
27.5-inch wheels.
This is actually a good bike. I will say this is a pretty unique, kind of cool.
Yeah.
I would definitely ride it.
It handles everything. If you just like put a gazillion PSIs in the fork, slam the seat, it's a dirt jumper. Put clipless pedals on it, it's a cross-country bike.
It's good at nothing.
It's good at everything, but it's not great at a lot of most
things. It's great at nothing, but it's pretty good at everything.
Jack of all trades, master of not very much.
How does a hardtail feel riding cross-country mountain bike trails here in New England? Horrible?
You definitely have to take some different lines, but once you get used to it, it's great.
How long is that seat post?
There's water coming out of the top of the water bottle for some reason. How long is the seat post long?
It's a 200mm dropper post.
Well, what size is that frame?
It's a size small frame, which hence the long seat post.
So it works.
It works, yeah. Like my knees hit the handlebars when I pedal, but
I like a small bike personally.
Yeah, me too.
So is it a turd?
I mean, actually, it's kind of dialed. Like
it doesn't look like a turd to me.
Took it for a ride the other day.
It's polished turd.
Nothing fell off. Yeah. It's a polished turd, exactly.
Nothing fell off, he says.
Yeah.
Free fork, upgrade.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, nobody rides hardtails anymore, but that's a pretty sick bike.
Yeah. That's the thing, though. Like, going from a full suspension to, like, back to a hardtail again, it, like, helps.
Yeah, for being a shop Frankenstein bike, I mean, it gets the job done.
Bubby, you can come sit in if you want.
Ooh, it's a bit.
Get in here. Yay. You can just join a microphone and talk if you want. What's up with the giant carbon wheel?
Yes, I think that was one
that?
of Mario's old wheels
And
that I
hand me that
found in
coffee,
the
would you?
garbage, and it has a big crack in it. But I'm like, it's not that bad. So
Garbage front wheel.
Why is the bike dirty?
because they didn't clean it.
No one cleans their bikes.
Also, you don't even ride your bike. When you had that Mega Tower, it was clean all the time.
True.
I don't even.
True.
No, you
True.
ride it hard, put it away wet.
No, dumb.
Also, when you're
Only if you're a mechanic, really.
yeah, and when you're cleaning your bike all the time, you're just like pushing dirt into the bearings.
No,
guy.
that's if you're cleaning it improperly.
I think.
Improperly. See, look at that bike, Nick. See, Nick understands.
Nick keeps his rig clean.
Nick keeps his shit.
What else we
clean.
got to talk about on Tucker's bike? I think it looks good.
Look how the
personally.
Specialized logo isn't really matched up with the nipple, though.
Ooh.
That is unfortunate. It's like,
Yikes.
It's offset kind of on both. Okay. Whatever.
Yikes.
But I will
How's the back
say,
tire look? Let's check the back tire.
the
What do
Saint
you-
brakes.
Is the logo lining up with the
That,
valve stem?
Where's the thing?
the yellow on yellow
Dude,
is
you're
very
all
hard.
off with the logo on the
barely,
valve stem.
Dude.
Half an inch.
Dude.
Jesus.
All right,
Also-
Dad's coming in. He's gonna cut this one off.
What do you mean? What else are we gonna
Let's
do?
move on to the next bike.
What are you in a rush for?
you
We're
think
gonna
you
be
guys
done in
work
2
here?
minutes.
Do you work?
We finally just got into some good trash. Dad's
Right.
not cutting anything off because I got more
All right,
What's up with the one random aluminum spacer in the rest of the spacers?
Also, yeah,
That's
also,
Tucker's
what is-
That's my
trademark.
signature. I do that on all my bikes.
Did you fit this bike to yourself?
Yeah.
Wait, the
Seb. He bought this like 13 years ago.
It looks good.
It looks great. Like,
Water
so
bottle
good.
looks like trash on
You
it,
would think it's
though.
like a specialized fuse limited. thing,
32.
too.
A few things you could do to make this bike better. One,
whatever.
get rid of that stupid spacer.
Yeah, that spacer's throwing it all off.
That's trash.
That's hurting.
See those wheels?
Yeah.
The way you strip the paint off the frame, you need to strip the decals off of those wheels. Black them out.
All
No,
right.
you don't want anyone to know that you're running giant carbon wheels on this thing,
True.
especially if you got them out of the garbage and they're cracked. Is the back wheel the same thing?
No, it's a race face.
It's kind of a sick bike.
Wheels?
Bin bike.
The
Yeah, it's
wheels
hard.
should match.
I literally except
hard
for the
bit,
frame, everything was free on this bike. I think. Like, I won these tires from Sean Kavanaugh for that.
Oh, true.
That thing.
Where'd you win the? You won the dropper. You won the fork too.
I won the dropper.
No, fork came off a
The fork
customer's
came
bike
off
that
a
didn't want it.
customer's bike.
Kashima coated.
Didn't want the fork.
Upgraded to a
Yeah.
Cane Creek. Didn't want the fork. Tucker snapped it.
That a boy.
I bought the Saints from Levi for like $100.
Okay.
It's a downcountry hardtail, bro.
It's a downcountry hardtail.
Yeah.
I hate mountain biking.
No.
Hopefully, if there's one thing in this
It's
podcast,
the
maybe
best.
we can talk enough trash where like we can influence mountain biking to be a little bit more like skateboarding, and like
Bikes
we'll
are
be okay.
stupid.
No, bikes.
Tucker,
are
you
good.
should find the right size Kashima fork that's broken and cut it so that you have a headset spacer that's Kashima.
Okay. Yeah.
The thing is you're getting that advice from Jay, whose bike has 9,000 mismatched colors
no,
on
but
it, so you might want to be careful
I've
where you
seen
take
it
your advice
before,
from.
and people do it.
Have you weighed the bike?
Ooh,
I have. We should get the Dream Crusher.
ooh,
up
get
here.
it, set it up. Jay's so stressed.
You can keep that thing away from mine.
Jay,
I
what's
thought this
wrong?
was gonna be a long. I thought this was gonna be just like a no edit. Okay, so Jason's gonna be editing for the next 4 days.
We don't have to edit that.
I think
much.
there's nothing to chop out.
All right, wait, whoa. We got to guess first. Nick,
I'm gonna give it a solid 35.
Jay, guess.
No inserts, but I have a tube in the front.
32 pounds.
Sev, microphone.
We're gonna say that it weighs approximately about 28.4.
I was gonna say 28 too, but because everyone handled the outliers for me, I'm gonna say 31 pounds 8 ounces, and I'm gonna be right on the money, baby.
That's gonna be 28.4.
No way.
Oh, it's so close.
29.
29 and a half.
Not bad.
Not bad for
Sub
a
30.
turd of a hardtail. All right.
So Sebastian
mud.
didn't go over, so he won.
Last question. Turd or not?
Not turd.
Not a turd.
Not turd. I'm going not turd.
Not turd.
Because this bike has sentimental value, man.
I'm
That's
sticking with a
similar
polished
value.
turd.
Polished turd.
Polished turd. Okay.
Love that color.
Polished turd. Polished turd. All right, Nick. What do we got?
All right, here we got a 22 Diverge Carbon Expert running the 1x. No 2x's over here. It's a rival GX Axis mullet build. So when you get to those steep climbs, that 50 tooth is right there for you. So you can blow
Does that
past
have a lower
everyone.
gear than my bike with the 2x? That's 31, 34.
I got a 42 in the front. So I'll have a 42 to a 10 in the rear.
No.
42.
Other way. 42.50.
4250 for
Whereas I have a
Lower.
31, 34. So yours is easier to pedal. What's your top end though?
4210.
42.10, so 4 to 1, whereas mine is 48, 11. My top gear is bigger, and I have more
Yeah.
in between.
I'll
My
spin
bike's
out.
better.
I'll spin out, but this thing doesn't go on the road. Look at the tires.
Nick's built a mountain
So
bike for.
Dude,
It's
this
six-
thing hasn't
it's
gone on the
six-
gravel in like 6
It's
weeks.
It's 650B with some 50s on there.
So the wheel size is 650 in the rear, 700 in the front.
It's not a mullet, no. I did ride it that way one day, and
you
it
just
was
said
fun. But
Coming
no,
soon,
it's
mullet
650,
gravel bikes.
650.
Yeah.
But that's a good
The other
idea.
mullet is when you have a 50 tooth, a 10 to 50 in the back, eagle in the back.
I'll say
yeah,
this.
That's a gearing mullet.
There's two mullets when
Yeah.
it comes to cycling.
There's
Nick
a lot of mullets.
usually puts together a bike that looks pretty darn good. The somehow the
What
way that
happened
you
this
got
time?
the specialized logo to match the sidewall is pretty sharp.
But those are the Peretti tires. They're not Pirellis anymore.
I hate the fenders though.
Yeah, but
Hey,
the fenders make it
God.
My ass stayed dry when you guys were wet.
I'd rather get wet
They
all
look
day
so
long.
much cleaner than Jay's though.
This is like one of those things from the BMX world where like no matter how hot it is, you don't wear gloves because it doesn't look good. It's like I would rather be soaked on my gravel bike than have a fender on it personally.
Well,
Yeah, I wouldn't run fenders.
I think going back to Tucker's statement, I think this looks like modern. Like this looks like the new version of Jay's bike. Jay's
Right.
bike looks very classically old school.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna trash
Yeah.
Jay's bike in a second.
Well, so
Sure.
here's the thing. I think that the Specialized does a great job with this paint here.
yeah, it looks good.
They
The
polka dot that.
Robin's egg.
It comes pre-dirty.
It comes pretty dirty, and that's their big thing. They mess up most of the time with this, like on their recent bikes. If you look, the back rear triangle is painted so that it's a darker color than the
Yeah.
rest of the frame.
Wait,
the
wait,
idea
wait,
of
wait.
this is to make it, but this is like before they were doing that, and this looks good. So what I'm trying to say is they should go back to this because
And
their
it's
new
like-
stuff doesn't.
And they should steer clear of the hodgepodge of we have extra paint
Triple
left over
colors.
from all these other things,
Yeah,
so we're
yeah.
just gonna slap it on.
It's terrible.
If I was running this bike, I'd be running Maxxis high rollers on it for sure.
Yes.
No.
The only tire you need.
So you put
Minion SS.
high 30 psi front and rear on this thing and go ride on the road. Thing actually goes.
We're going to ride gravel. I'm riding 50 psi front and rear all the time. Too much?
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Jay, you think
That's
I'm
a
wrong?
lot.
I'm about to walk off this thing.
This is where we all have our
That's
own
a lot.
opinions.
I gotta go home actually.
I got to.
Jaryn claims to work at a bike shop, but he doesn't know how to pump up his tires for a gravel ride.
Yeah, pump them up. Ask me how many times I get flat tires when we ride.
Pump them down.
0.
Never.
Never.
I saw it last year.
When?
The Thanksgiving ride, you remember
Oh, that was a
that?
sick ride. What else we got on this thing? Flux light, meh.
Flux light in the front.
He's got the whole bike
Does
shop
a good
on
stop.
there. He's got every,
Yeah.
every
Oh
bike.
my
Do you
God,
use
on there.
the SWAT storage?
A lot of
Oh
accessories.
yeah, Tuck, open that thing up.
Talk about the storage. What do you put in there?
Okay.
Open that sucker up.
Oh, he's
Pull
got
her-
tons
pull
of
her all
goodies in there,
out.
I'm sure.
Got some goodies in there. You don't have to open the whole
I
thing.
want to talk a little trash about this SWAT.
But then, what else is tucked up there?
Oh.
Wait, what's in there first? Let's see what's in there.
OMG.
Just some tools.
Nick is the guy you want to go on a
It's,
ride
at
with.
that.
it's a dried sock, you know,
Dude.
hanging on your doorknob.
Ooh, zip ties
He has
in
all
there?
sorts.
Zip
Oh my
ties.
God.
Put it on the table. I want to see.
Multi-tool.
Wait,
See-
we have cable.
If you. Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, my.
Well, you never know when your 2x running friend is gonna need a cable.
Dude.
Jeez.
Damn. That's
Two
G.
masters.
Oh,
That's,
yeah.
that's a dedicated domestique
No,
right there.
that
Oh,
is
yeah.
insane.
What do you got in there? Cables, you got
Yeah.
Dynaplug, you got zip ties, which is
No.
sick.
Cable
And then
ties.
best of all,
Cable ties.
All right, he has
No,
a
no,
rain
no, no,
jacket
no, no,
in
no.
his
get it
small
out.
box.
Get
Pull
it
it
out.
out.
Yeah, it's my shake dry.
Wow. It is not only a rain jacket, ladies and gentlemen. It is a $785 rain jacket presented by Gore. This is the
All right, R.I.P.
cream.
Shake dry.
Oh, that
This is
shake,
the
the
pre.
shake dry, that jacket from Gore was
Yeah.
so sick. Jay and I shared
amazing.
one.
That is that piece of
Remember
clothing.
that?
You should Roubaix.
Didn't we share a jacket?
You guys
that
share a
year,
lot
too?
of things.
Yeah.
That piece of clothing right there, though, ladies and gentlemen, is necessary. It is available at Berkshire Bike and Board.
Do we still have? We have some from like 3 years ago.
They're
that we
not.
still
They're
try
not
to get
making
full
shake
price
dry
for.
anymore.
They don't make them anymore. That's how good it was.
No, it was sick.
Wow.
The only thing that I'll say about keeping a shirt in there, when you, probably because you guys stuck something in my frame or something, if you open my swap box on my bike, it smells disgusting in there. So if I had a jacket in there, like it would be vile.
You probably
Yeah, but
have
you
like
don't-
rotten hot dogs. in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, because you guys
Spray
stick stuff in my
cologne.
frame.
There's a couple baked beans in
Ooh,
yours.
Yeah.
Labo.
It
2
is
months
the
ago,
best.
went out for a ride, and you could see the storm clouds rolling in. Got up on October Mountain by the pump house, jumped into some single track. It starts to downpour. All I have to do is reach down in the swap box or the swap
No,
box.
you are set up.
$8,000 jackets there.
Yeah.
I will say, like, this is the bike that if I'm going October and I'm riding up the fire road and then you're doing a little single track, like, it can handle it. It's
Oh, yeah.
what's in the, now that we're going through it, what's in this freaking top tube bag?
Top tube bag is usually just your Cliff gummies.
No fun stuff in there.
No, and then
That's quick
tube
access.
CO2 off the back of the seat,
Which could go in the frame.
which could go in the frame.
Okay, one more bone to pick. This is more with Specialized than you. That tool right there, well, it should be on your front bottle
No.
cage. And I know this because I was messing with it the other day. Because you can't get that little SWAT tool open with the chain ring there when it's, you don't ride gravel, Nick, but when you ride gravel,
Oh, yeah.
your hands get cold.
Yeah.
So when your hands are freezing, I just happened to me the other day. I'm trying to get that freaking tool out,
Yeah.
and it was hitting on the chain ring, and I'm like, oh my God, why does he have it on this back bottle cage? Tell us why.
I have
It's
the
to
same
deter
problem.
people from stealing it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Touche.
But then
Does that
it's
exist here?
it's extra weight on the door. So when
It's
you pull the door
Berkshires,
off,
it's rough here.
These exist
True.
Yeah.
yeah.
in the Berkshires.
When it comes to those little tools, yeah.
What do we think about the seat? We have a
Best-
$4,000 saddle.
best-
Yeah, we didn't go for the saddle
Best
yet.
saddle
Is that the
on
3D
the
printed
market
one?
right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll say that every saddle is good if I got a pair of nice Asos bib shorts on.
Nice.
But this bike is up for sale.
Ooh.
So check it out.
Is this a shop bike or your personal bike?
This is my personal bike.
You paid for it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a rare occurrence at biking
I
boards.
Stumpy.
find that hard to believe.
The Stumpy's mine.
Oh, okay.
My shop bike.
That's a good bike to sell. All right,
Yeah.
not a turd. Nick's bike for sale. How much you want for it?
Asking $5 right now, but
5? Jeez, bro.
you said I don't ride gravel. It's clean.
It's never
True.
been ridden. It has never been ridden.
To be sold with the 700 wheel set.
How-
the
how about-
650s.
You're gonna keep 650Bs.
Yeah.
What
kind
about
of
all the
wheels?
accessories? Does it come with all the bags and all
True.
the tools? And
What
all
about
the
that
lights
$750
and
shake dry jacket?
Hell
Jacket.
no.
Tossing that in?
No.
What kind of wheels come on if you're selling it for 5Gs?
Revolve Terrace.
Carbon?
Carbon, yes.
Okay.
Entry carbon wheels.
Okay.
Good carbon wheels. Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Turd or not?
Not a turd.
Hot or not?
Hot.
Not a,
Hot.
I'd say it's hot.
hot?
Yeah.
Hot.
Jay? Jay's moderate.
Jay
Jake
gives
gives
a
a thumbs
thumbs
up.
Jay, here we share my.
No.
We'll go hot, except take the fenders off. All
It
right,
won't-
Jay,
it
the
won't
moment
sound.
we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
toss-
Oh, how much does this weigh, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Jimmy
yeah.
Crusher time.
Well, he's got the whole bike shop on it.
28.
You're guessing?
28 pounds?
I've never weighed it.
Whoa, I would, for the principle of the thing, I'm going to
And
go
then,
down
yeah,
to
you
let's
gotta
just,
put all
let's,
the-
no, let's just weigh it now.
26.2.
Just weigh it
You
now.
got
Put all the
26.
accessories in there.
Yeah, put all
Put everything
Yeah,
back.
with accessories, 26.2.
I'm guessing,
What?
as someone who has a similar bike, pretty much the same bike, without the whole bike shop attached to it, although I do have bottles, lights, batteries. I'm going to guess 26 and a half pounds. These things aren't light.
I say 31.
I got
It's
this
a
one.
26.4.
25 and a half.
25 and a half. Damn, that is heavy.
Wait, 25. Wow, my free gravel bike is less than that.
But it's a Cadillac.
This
Comfy
is
ride.
the adventure bike.
Yeah, like
Pretty
Nick,
much the G-Wagon for the road.
like we said earlier, you want to get stuck in the rain
Gravel.
with Nick, or you want to break down with Nick 'cause he's got all the tools.
Yeah.
He's got a cable in there. Could you fix?
Beauty.
That
The
is
cable?
a Formula One pit crew.
The green beauty.
Could you fit? Hang on. Could anyone change a cable? Like if I snapped my shifter cable on a ride, could you fix it?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Definitely. Especially
You could pull it out.
Yes. I mean, if it snapped inside the frame, it would probably suck, but you could still do it.
Jaryn's mind is blown.
Dream Crusher. Let's do it first. I'm going 26 and a half again.
For my bike?
With,
Hell yeah.
With water bottle on there?
With all that crap on there, is there water in the bottle?
Wait a bit.
No, leave it on. We had bottles on all our bikes.
Oh, well, let's
Dude, I had 2 on mine.
All right, so
Hang on, let everybody guess. 26 and a half for me. Seb?
I'm going to say this one is 24.2.
Jay, this is steel. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Steel bike.
Steel bike.
34 pounds.
Looking at still Ritchey Outback.
I'm gonna go with a solid 29.5.
I'm sitting steady at 24.2.
What did I say? 26 and a half? Shine it over.
25.
Tucker can't even lift it up.
25.
25 and a half. I'm surprised. It's crazy that
It's that-
sounds like a light bike.
It's that 13th gear.
The biggest cog makes it lighter.
All right, this is a very roastable bike right
Yeah.
here.
But at the same time, it's also the coolest bike that we've seen today.
Yeah,
Jay, tell us what you're working with. Yeah, I mean it's not a specialized Diverge comp carbon, so we'll give him a point
Yeah.
for that.
All right, so I built this up
Can you
early
hear? Is that thing
pandemic.
close enough? Paid his own money for a campy group set.
I bought a campy group set regrettably from Stefan, who he was going to put on a bike hypothetically,
What did he buy that for?
but
Diverge
yeah, it's got Santa Cruz reserve wheels
Plus.
and non-tubeless Simworks tires, which have been holding up for the past year just fine.
There's a tube in those.
Tubeless.
It's
They're
like
just
some
non-tubeless. They're not tubeless specific tires, but they've been set up tubeless since
see.
the night before the Rafa Prestige, and they've been running fine.
Little hipster gravel hack for the Rafa Prestige ride.
Yeah, so I think it's a
Gotta
it's a
be cool for the Rafa ride.
13-speed Ecker campy set with 10 to 44 tooth cassette, 13, count them, 13 speeds.
Count them.
Magura brakes, which the brake pads wear down really quickly, but otherwise the brakes are buttery smooth.
It's a
full
campy.
campy kit. Magura makes the brakes.
Got it.
The best saddle in the game, the best seat post in the game. the
Jay
best fenders
might
in the
actually have a
game.
point. That
Yeah.
saddle is
That
as
saddle's
cool
sick.
as the 3D printed specialized saddle, and it's probably 1/4 of the price. How much is that thing?
And it's got Moots handlebar tape. It has a Nitto banana handlebar pad under the top of the drop there. It's really nice.
Wait. What is it?
Yep.
Where?
It's invisible. It's under the handlebar tape, Jaryn.
Is it that
Oh,
like
yeah,
sticky,
yeah.
like cushy
little
stuff?
extra padding shape under the handlebar, the top there. It gives it a nice little bit of flair.
Specialized
That
puts
Moose
a
handlebar tape is dope though.
Specialized puts a shock in their.
You like
in
it
their
better than the
headset.
Physique?
That Moots handlebar tape, I don't remember what brand it is. I just found it. Someone dropped off a whole box of goodies at the shop here, and it was in there. It was
It's $95.
like regular handlebar tape is like, it's on a roll like this big. Literally, this roll of handlebar tape was like
Seriously.
another inch thicker.
And you put the bananas on there.
Yeah,
and
but
Jay
what
still
hap-
beats us up the climbs.
But what happened to your old tape? You were doing the Italian flag.
I had the Italian
Oh
flag
my
on
God,
there.
that's
That
why
was
this
sick.
bike looks so
Yeah.
much better right
It
now.
looks amazing.
You
I don't
used
know
to
if it's
have.
roastable.
Oh, it's roastable. 2 different colors of green on it.
Oh my
You can't have 2 shades of the
can't.
same color.
Impossible to match those tires.
Yeah, don't
So
run the
why
tires.
would you buy them?
Because they're
Literally, don't run the tires.
non-tubeless.
It's like it's like
Pan
camo
racer.
green and then like
Terrible.
guacamole
Actually,
green frame
The tires.
and
The frame
An
color, in my
off
opinion,
neon.
is really cool.
teal.
The tire tread looks dope. Like
Yeah.
it kind of has that Gravel King thing going on, but like
It's got a
kinda
file
cooler
tread down the
looking.
center with some knobbies in the side.
But if I remember correctly, Jay did have a green Giant Revolt that he put the wine-colored Gravel Kings on.
That bike was actually
dope.
That was a
decent.
cool looking
that was
bike.
good.
What about the everyone knows this green? This is the green from Electric Tape green.
No, it's Kermit the Frog
And We'll
green.
take this green. This is now on the on the handlebars.
On the handlebars, I do have
Yeah.
a
Oh my
Yeah.
God, he's got
Yeah.
3 shades of green on the bike.
Yeah.
4th shade comes in from the beautiful Brooks bag.
Oh yeah.
No.
Actually-
Oh, my God. Seb, good call, good call. 4 shades of green.
I think the Brooks bag is the only thing I hate on that bike more than the Ecker shifting.
Mm,
We
that
don't
thing's
round
no
the
good?
campy. We don't like the campy.
the Campy is like literally the first week he had it, the caliper started leaking.
Yeah, the campy group's at hot or not.
What
Nah.
was that?
not
The
not
le-
hot.
You heard it here first, people. 4 shades of
So,
green.
What do we think about the fenders though? Because they're practical, but
Not
You
a
know
fan.
what? Those fenders look decent on Jay's
It
bike.
does kind of match the aesthetic of the bike, but
I'm gonna get the seat post and the fenders painted green.
same shade.
different
No,
shades.
different shade.
No.
Hot or not?
That's the hottest bike in the room, actually.
I'm going not,
I'm in
personally.
hot.
I don't
I
like
know.
5 shades of green.
You know Miss Piggy would like it.
I don't get it.
Yeah. It's Kermit
It's
the Frog.
Kermit.
Oh, true.
You know what I'm
True. Shop Rags podcast. Nobody is listening, but you are. But if you are, thank you.
This is the
Um,
hottest podcast in the world right
Yes.
now.
We'll see if we
sir.
keep doing it. It's kind of fun.
It's
Yeah.
the most fun.
It is pretty
This
fun.
is
It
awesome.
is. It is.
And
good.
what do I always say? If you like what you heard, or no, what do I say? Remember to always round up for distance, round up
There
for
you
time.
go.
Thanks for watching.
And we have a new one.
No such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing. Thumbs up.
Nice.
Get a shake drink.
Over and out.